Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing some Tears of the Kingdom. I believe the goal for today is to try to get all the wells. So, yeah, that's the plan for today. I don't know how well it's going to go. There's 58 wells. All we have to get is the icon on the screen. So that's it. What's up, Donut? In for another stream. That's what I'm talking about. So happy to be back again. How'd the thing with the kitties go? Okay, so I think we're going to... So up here, it says right here-ish, there's a well. So we'll come do this one really quick. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it all went well. Alright, let's go take care of this without running into spikes. Good, got them a nice home. Turns out my cousins wanted some, so if I visit them again, I can see them. That's awesome. You know, sometimes you build connections with all these little things in your life, and it's nice to be able to, you know, revisit that stuff. It says here somewhere. Oh, I found it. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna start over from scratch, so that's one. There is also one. It says like right here. We'll have to see. Question of the day: my gaming hopes are 100% Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, I've gotten re-addicted to Mario Kart Wii. Hey, you know, if it's, you know, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly understandable. I'm trying to set up an Ocarina of Time randomizer. The problem is that a lot of the softwares that you can use to basically run the software don't work all the time super well. So we'll see how it goes. Come on. You gotta be kidding me with this. So, yeah, hoping really bad to be able to do some sort of Ocarina of Time randomizer. I was testing one out earlier today, and the problem with it was that the menu loaded really slow, like probably like 3 or 4 times slower than it's supposed to. So that's not a good thing. Also, it had a couple weird things. I got so used to playing the one on the Switch software. So now playing on a different emulator is kind of tricky for me. Also, the 3DS, because I wanted to do 3DS, because it looks better. Things like the iron boots in the water temple, you can equip to a C button instead of, you know, having to go into the menu and switch out that way. I was looking to see if there was any way I could do that. The 3D software that I use is no longer available, and I tried to use another one, had similar issues, so I don't know. When I got back into playing it, it just stuck to me again. I started a new profile, and I'm already at 3 more cups in mirror mode, the final mode. So next is time trials. All those things sound cool, gamer. A rando for Ocarina of Time sounds fun. Yeah, it would be really, really cool to be able to do that. But we'll have to see. I'm working on it. Because on my personal playthrough of Ocarina of Time, like, I hadn't played it for like 20 years. My personal playthrough, I'm at the Spirit Temple. Well, not at the Spirit Temple, but that's my goal, my next goal. Okay, where's the well? Is this the well? Okay. So that makes 2. Okay, over here. We have, I think there's one right here. One over, like, here. One that's around here-ish. I think that's it. Yeah, so, I mean, if I could, I would, absolutely. I did do one time trial on SNES, Ghost Valley 2, and I think I'm going for world record, no glitch, but I need Funky Kong. Been using Koopa Troopa on the mini beast. On the OG SNES version, one of the fastest is Toad. Also Yoshi's really fast. So, if that helps you at all. Yes, I played on the that was my first experience with Mario Kart. The best level on that entire game is either Rainbow Road or Bowser Castle 1. Oh shoot, I'm not in my thing anymore. The Bowser Castle ones are really good. Okay, that makes 3. Oh, there's also one like here. So we'll come over here. What's up, Shadow? Welcome in. That sounds sick. Was it hard? I mean, it's a SNES game. It wasn't like insanely hard. I see Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. So I was just telling Donut earlier that I'm trying to figure out how to get a Ocarina of Time randomizer on here. I think it'd be fun to do some sort of like, you know, something like that. I don't know what this top fans thing is. It's kind of tripping me out. I mean, Shadow is a top fan, but Donut isn't. Donut's been here every time, pretty much. I think it only does top 3, though. Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, is that the well? I'm trying to use a 3DS emulator software. Do I need to bomb it? Oh, nope. Needs to say more things and be consistent in streams. I guess so. Okay, now we need to go here. We'll go from here. What are you trying to use? I was trying to use Citra. Come up already. I need to get food with. I need people to get food with. Welcome in, Lori. Lori, I've been playing Fire Red. I'm gonna go through and play all the 2D ones. Hey, welcome in, my. Yeah, so the 3DS version is Citra. You can use Lime 3DS, but the Lime 3DS is down. Actually, Citra is down too. I don't know how Mai's not a top chatter either. Top chatter, yeah. So that little purple icon next to the name is like top fan, top chatter. I don't know how it works. Apparently Shadow is, but Mai isn't. I need to play my Leaf Green. I almost got 400 in Shield. You should play Leaf Green. Just emulate it. I haven't had any problems with my emulation. Yeah, so it's the top chatter in YouTube. Is it over here? Yeah, it's right here. I see it. Okay, this one is here. There's a top chatter in YouTube. Yeah, Shadow is apparently. You're gonna have to show me how to access it again. Of course. It's fine. So right now, Lori, I have Fire Red, I have Soul Silver, I have Sapphire, I have Black, or I have White and White 2. So I need, oh, and I have Pearl, I think. Okay, we'll get that in a little bit. How did you get Majora's Mask? So the quest for Majora's Mask is you go into the depths right about here, called the Floating Coliseum, and you kill five Lionels. I'm gonna have to download more games on the emulator. Yeah, no problem. Yes, and you should download more games. Okay, here's a well. You guys just gotta chat more, I guess. That makes 6. Shadow doesn't have it. Shadow does have one. I think I'm gonna go into the well. I think that there is a shrine in here. All right. There we go, and there is a shrine in here. Gonna come back around my normal time. Why do you always leave? No, like, no offense to you, but that's why you're not a top chatter. 'Cause you're not good enough. I'm trying to make an unlisted vid for y'all to see some of my music, but it keeps saying it's loading and then it disappears. You should use SoundCloud. SoundCloud, you can like privatize it, or you can like set it up to be like only people that have a specific link. And a lot of people, if you publish it on SoundCloud, a lot of people will see it if you want them to. Welcome in, Bren. We are doing wells, but we are actually just grabbing a shrine that's been bugging me. When will I be mod? You know, we just lost a mod, so it's possibility. I think if I make somebody mod in place of Ashton, it will probably be maybe at 450, I mean. I don't know. You know, I've got a lot of people that I'm considering. The problem I feel like is that when I make someone mod, I feel like they're here less often. Like, and it's not like anybody's fault, but it's like somebody who's here every single time is like, I want to be a mod, I want to be mod, I want to be mod. And then as soon as I make them mod, they stop showing up. Okay, that should make 100 shrines. Only 52 more to go. No, I'm totally, you know. I'm just saying in general. Okay, let's see here. Are there no wells in Gerudo? School's an understandable thing. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not like, you know, you have to be here, that type of thing. But it's just weird that it keeps happening that when I make someone mod, they stop showing up as often. Like, Ashton was here every single time, and then as soon as I made him mod, he stopped showing up. What video was your first show? Once school's finally done, I'll be more active. When's school done for you again? Yeah, that's kind of bizarre that it's not done. Did I already get this well? Yeah, I already got this well. All right. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be almost starting school again. Like, right on the cusp. We start August 4th. So in 2 weeks from now is... And we have to go back early as, teachers and staff and stuff. So I think I go back in 3 weeks. Okay, we need to go blue. The red's always thrown me off. Okay. Blue. Early October is like crazy for a start date. Even September is crazy. I never started in September. The latest I'd start was early August or late August. So our start date is August 4th, I think. But October is crazy for a start date. Oh, there it is. Okay. That makes 8. Only 50 more to go. Okay, now we need to get rid of this. Good games for Switch 2 and some Xenoblade stuff. Haven't gotten any for 2 years. Probably won't get any more for at least 2 more years. Switch 2 is going to have Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I really, really hope so. All in 4K. I really hope that we get some news about that. Okay, so I have this one already marked off. So that makes 9. I don't have to do anything there. There is another one over here by this tree. Wind Waker or Twilight Princess? Well, I haven't played Twilight Princess, so Wind Waker. Both Zelda games. Alright, Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess? I really, really enjoyed Wind Waker. They just need to do like remasters of every single game that they've put out that is more than like 15 years old. Ocarina of Time, no doubt, my first Zelda game. I'm gonna go Twilight Princess if I get a Switch 2. Replaying Ocarina of Time has made me like appreciate it more again. And for some reason, like, I know that like the format of the game, it's you finish the first 3 dungeons, open up the Temple of Time, get the Master Sword, and then you finish 6 dungeons, right? For some reason, it seems like, I don't know. There's like mini dungeons in there as well, and it's just not what I remembered. We should know more in December. Okay. Okay, and that makes 10. Hey, we're almost done. We just have 48 more to go. It's not really a remaster though. It's just an upscaling with the hardware. It's not really a remaster. There's one there. There's one here. We'll do those two first. So we'll come grab this one. I will probably get a Switch 2 maybe in October or November. I'll be getting one sometime in August. Nice. Alright, Donut, take care, man. Where was the well? Oh, right here. Late birthday present for me and the wife. Nice. Okay, we got this one, which makes 11. We got to come up here. I'm thinking coming from here. 24th of July is our birthday. Nice. July birthdays are the best. And do you guys have the same birthday? That'd be nuts if you guys had the same birthday. We both have the same birthday. Nice. That's awesome. It's like my my grandparents were one day apart. Same year, one day apart. So they were exactly one day, you know. It's crazy. That's so cool. Okay, we got another well. Let's go. Up here. So there are two up here. One here and one like here. Also, there's one over here that I might have gotten. I think that's just the one in here. And then there's one over here. Math is killing me lately. I used to be really good. Now I'm very bad. Maybe it just bought the ticket to go out of your brain. I have 75 XP. That's how, because I'm number one chatter. I just got the GameCube Wii off eBay for 30 bucks. That's awesome. I need to look into getting some retro game systems. Okay. We got this one, which makes 13. Yellow. Okay. We're going this way. Yeah, I think the one thing that I've wanted more than like anything as far as retro gaming goes is getting a 3DS or a 2DS. I don't know. I just never had one and I really want one. I think it'd be cool to have one. Okay, there also is one. Tried to get a Wii U but failed on the bidding process. That sucks, man. So it says there's one. Where is that? Oh, it's like right here. So we will go from over here. Okay, let's go this way. I think there's a battle talus up here too. All I need to complete my collection is Wii U, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Super NES, regular NES, 3DS, 2DS, 64 is what I need. Nice. Never had a Wii U. Game Boy Color, I had the yellow Game Boy Color. I never had an original Game Boy, but I had a Game Boy Pocket. It was red. Super NES we grew up with. NES I never had, but my friend had. 3D and 2DS I've never had. 64 I think we still have. I once again lit up all the light routes today. Nice, Alvaro. Nice. That's awesome. Love to hear it. I am almost done with that. I just have a couple more to do. I grew up with all these consoles. I had the original Game Boy and mine was yellow. The original Game Boy wasn't yellow. The original Game Boy was gray. So if you had a yellow one, that was a Game Boy Color. The original Game Boy was big and blocky. It was gray. The green N64 and then a plain black one once upon a time had Pikachu as well. Yeah, my next door neighbor had the original Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Pocket and a Game Boy Color. My sister had a Game Boy Advance, the purple one that was like see-through. And then I have a Game Boy SP. It's actually in my sock drawer right now. Hey, ZZ, thanks for liking the live. I appreciate it. The yellow Game Boy was my brother's, and then I had the turquoise one. I had the Zelda Edition Game Boy Advance SP. That one is sick. Not gonna lie. The wasn't it like gold? Okay, now we need to do look at landing. We'll just go do look at landing really quick. The platinum one came with Pokemon Soul Silver. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, I think it's over here. Yeah, right there. And I'm gonna go down and talk to the lady to double check how many I have. So I'm just off by 2. Okay, let's go over here now. Yeah, my SP is a red one. My neighbor that had the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, he found one. Well, he had one, and then he found one at like a Goodwill or something like that, a Game Boy SP, and he made sure that it worked and bought it for me for like $5 for my birthday. And then I had Leaf Green from Game Boy Advance, so you know, love Leaf Green. They made SP that looks like classic NES. I like that. I think that's so cool, doing like retro styles. I think they should do Switch 2 controllers that like the Joy-Cons that look like, you know, that classic gray and purple. I know that they've done the actual NES controller for Switch, but I think they should do like a classic style. Okay, here's another well. Okay, down over here, there is a well. Okay, yeah, so we're going over here. I think it's on that. Yeah, I see it right there. Okay, that makes another one. We're making good progress, I think. Got another one over here. We'll just walk there. Shadow, what's your opinion on the GameCube controller? I know a lot of people really like it. I never ever liked it. I thought it was weird. Especially because my brother had an Xbox growing up. And, you know, of course, the N64 controller is weird too. It's kind of small. I just think it's weird. There's like weird shaped buttons and everything's just kind of thrown together not very well. Yeah, N64 controller was worse. You know what is actually the worst though is the Sega controllers with the 3-button layout. I hated those. All right, we are 18. We have 40 more to go. I think we can do this in one video. And we're coming up on a bunch. If I went to use a N64 controller now, I wouldn't be able to. Well, that's the thing is like you play games like Ocarina of Time and like any game from the 64 era, and if you try to play it on like a normal modern day computer, it's or computer controller, it's like weird. So you kind of have to use it. Okay, there is one right here. Like I said, I've been playing Ocarina of Time on a PlayStation controller. Or no, not on PlayStation controller. On the Nintendo Switch controller. That thing is so confusing. And it's kind of like Skyward Sword where you have to hold down a button, a modifier, to be able to use the camera. It's kind of like that, and it's really weird. Okay, we're going to go this way. As for Sega, I was not a fan of those consoles. Yeah, my friend, I had a different friend that had a bunch of Sega consoles. He just never had Nintendo at all. And the only games I remember playing was Sonic 2 and the Toy Story game that came out around the time of the movie. Those are the only games I remember playing on that. And like, you know, they have the like Sega app. You know, you can play all the Sega games. Never used it in my life. Never ever. I didn't even download it. I might have downloaded it, but I've never used it. Okay, so that makes 19. Now we have 6 that are coming up. And they're all right here. And we already have one of them. Oh, just kidding. I mean, we do have one of them, but it's already marked off. Okay, and then there is one here. There's one here. There's 2 over here. Oh, that one's marked off too. And then there's one over here. For all my games, never Joy-Cons. Yeah, Joy-Cons are the worst. The only time I've used my Joy-Cons is because I'm playing on my Switch Lite. Because I don't always want to take my Switch everywhere with me, so I have my Switch Lite. Because my Switch is basically just for playing on my computer screen like this, being able to stream and stuff like that. So I don't even use my Switch out of its dock. Okay, we're gonna go around here. My Christmas wish list is very big, and expensive. Everything I ask for is expensive. Okay, we got this one now. Now we can grab the rest of these. But that's the world we live in. Yeah. Like I kind of pushed aside getting a Switch 2 for getting a monitor. And my wife wants to buy me a new watch, but we also have rent to pay and stuff. It's very, very tough. Because I have an Apple Watch. I broke my Apple Watch. Didn't break it, but I scratched it up pretty bad. Like, second week I had it or something like that. Real bad. So my wife's been wanting to buy me one for a long time. Okay, we got this one. We can go over here. Grab these two up here. I don't know exactly where they are. I just kind of marked random spots. Oh, look, here's one. That was pretty accurate. Yeah, we're cruising now. And there should be one up here. It's kind of crazy that I had most of these like already marked off. Or something. Rent is $585 a month. $585? Dude, I'd wish mine was $585. Mine's like $1,400. Come on. There we go. Mine's only like that due to Section 8. It's a government program. Gotcha, gotcha. That's still nuts. We're paying $1,400 for a one bedroom. It's absolutely terrible. Like, we're at the point where we can't buy any furniture or buy any like upgrades because if we do, we're gonna run out of space. I know another area we can go to knock off a bunch of these. We can go to Hateno. Which should already have some of them knocked off. Maybe not. If you work, you can get the program too. Is it like a government assistance thing? Out here, 2 beds are $850 a month, and 1 bed is $700 a month. 4 beds are $1,300 a month. My rent is $700. It's through DSS. I don't know what that is. Okay, we got 5 in this area. We have 1 that's right here. We got 2 that are over here. Where is that? Like here and here, something like that. We have 1 over here and 1 up here. Same office as CPS. It's the same office as food stamps. Oh yeah, so it is government assistance. We try not to do that because, well, especially earlier on, because my wife is from the Philippines. She's not from the US. So especially when we were starting out, if we did something like that, it would prove that I don't have the finances to support my wife, which would have resulted in bad stuff happening. Maybe her getting sent back home. So we've just kind of gotten used to not relying on government assistance. It's been hard. You gotta be kidding me with this. Can I get out of first person mode, please? How long has it been since your marriage? 6 years. Plus, 6 plus. Okay, there should be 1 over here too. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Because she can be considered a U.S. citizen. She is a U.S. citizen. Shoot, I lost count. I think we're at 28. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go and check on here. My mom has 2 birth certificates, German and US. Nice. Yeah, at this point, it's not even about us getting like government assistance. It's about us trying to be able to afford a house. Because we've lived in apartments, or I've lived in apartments for almost 10 years or something like that. And I'm just done with it. Can I not? So I should have 28.
Ah. Ah. Huh? Ma.
I don't know what. 21 more to find. No, I'm way off.
Ah.
Oh well. Yeah, I think for the most part, I get it if people need to or want to rely on government assistance, but that's not really something we're looking into. Because I feel like, I just feel like if you're doing government assistance, and this is no shame to anybody that does it, but if you're doing government assistance, they basically are giving you something, and it's coming from somewhere. It's not just free money, right? It's not just free benefits. So it's coming from somewhere. And I'd rather, like, we are well off enough that we can be able to afford things and be able to survive. We just have to save a little bit. It comes from people's tax money. Okay, 29. I have no idea if that's actually correct. 29. Can I? Thank you. Yeah, so I mean, if I just don't like taking money from people, if I can help it. I've never been okay with, like, my friend being like, oh, you can't afford dinner, let me pay for you. Stuff like that. Like, I've never been okay with that. So now we need to go like here. My credit score is shot. I'm at 858 or 585. Yeah, that sucks. Used to be 619. I'm 7 something. I haven't checked mine for a while. My wife, I think, is about 619. Okay, I'm looking for is this it right here? Okay. There are I can't even get a loan. I owe 3 credit cards and my wife owes 1. The only debt that we're in right now is for car payment and for school, but she's not on student loans right now. She's just paying it out of pocket pretty much. Yeah, it's rough having to deal with credit card debt. It's rough. My sister was in debt for like 25,000 maybe like 10 years ago or something like that. And she was just not it ruined her for a while. There's one right here. And there's one right here. I think. I owe car payment, but not through a company. My mom's neighbor cut me a deal on a 2004 Mercedes Benz. We had a Chevy Cruze that we owed money on, and then about 2 years ago we got in a car accident, got hit by a lady, got coming home from church, and it totaled our car because the car ran up a curb and ran into a wall. It totaled the car. She ended up paying for it and paying for a rental and enough money that we could put a down payment on a new car. So we have, I think, about 15,000 left on our car. It's a lot still, but it's better than having to pay off, medical bills and stuff like that. Where is this one? Is it down below? It probably is down below. Yeah, right there, right there, right there. Okay. Got that one. $50,000 or higher for houses out here. Yeah, well, 15,000 for a car, right? Hey, thank you, a bunch of emojis for following me. I appreciate it. I don't know what your name is. It's just literally like tiger, unicorn, swampert. $50,000 for houses. Yeah, 15,000 is what we owe on our car. I think. I could double check it, but and then my wife is going to school, and every semester is about between $600 and $1,000. So she just saves up money every month and puts it aside for education. Okay, we got this one. And I already had this one because I remember this one. I marked it before. We're coming along. We're making progress. Okay, let's... Oh, there's one over here too. I'm going to stop marking the spreadsheet and just worry about the map. There's one out here. Find a house. Yeah, seriously. Okay, and then we have... Okay, I think we're gonna go up here. I lost the truck, I lost the Chevy Equinox, and have had bad luck ever since trying to get a new car. Yeah, man, that sucks. One here. There's one over here. I really want a new truck more than anything. What truck would you buy if you could? And then there is... Where is that? Like here? That's a weird spot for a well. And then there's one over here. 1946 Dodge Power Wagon. Nice. If I had the money, yeah. If. Okay, we got that one. We'll come grab this light blue one. What should I have for dinner? We're going on a trip soon, so I don't want to, like, make something. We have a bunch of leftovers in our fridge that end up going bad. If I can find a decent truck with a title for 500 that has no frame damage, that would be great. I mean, that would be the dream, right? It's light blue, right? Yeah, light blue. It's over this way. Is that guy sleeping in there? It's kind of odd. New York has them, but always an issue with the frame. I mean, for that price, you're probably gonna have issues. Where is the well? Am I missing it? Is it down below? Oh. Right here. Okay, we have over here. Hey, Rhoda, thanks for following. I appreciate it. You can get frames fixed, just a lot of money to do that. Yeah, no, I get that. My next door neighbor I grew up with, his dad was a mechanic for years and years, and he was doing a bunch of mechanic work for years and years. We'd go over to the pick and pull all the time. Grab scraps for his cars, his projects. So I totally get what you're saying. Okay, where is that well? I'm a backyard mechanic. Well, he had a property that was like 2 acres like 2 acres in, you know, area, and him and his dad would park all sorts of stuff back there and have projects that they'd work on. Okay, now we need to come here. And we can just come from here. I have no garage or driveway, just dirt and grass. Yeah. The only reason that his like parents' house has grass is because the mom would lose it if they parked. So instead of parking all their stuff on the lawn, the wife was like, "Here's some money. Go buy some properties so you can park all your cars at your properties." Okay. All right, here. Found it. I may take a drive to Arizona one day and take a look at some cars. Nice. Arizona's a nice place. Just don't come in the summer. Okay, let's come here. I mean, right now it's not bad, but I think last week it was 117. My buddy lives in Oklahoma. He lives in Tulsa. Well, at least he did. I don't know if he still does. No, I don't want to go in. I wanted the thing on the outside right here. Okay, we're making our way. We're making progress. Here-ish? There's a couple garages on YouTube that outlocated. Dang, I'm 150 XP on the number one shot slart. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the thing is, but that's cool. 150 XP, that's awesome. I think it'll be a while before anyone's stopping you. I also got a mark up here. Before I forget, there's one up here. Yeah, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. I don't even know what anyone else's XP was, but... yeah, looking for wells. We're almost done, I think. Am I going in the right direction? Nope, I'm not going in the right direction. There's one in every stable and abandoned structure. Yeah, I'm just following off of a map. Cause like, the wetland ruins have like 5 or 6. All the wetlands have, I think, at least 5. So just following off of. I almost followed the same one again. Just going off of what my map says, so I don't miss anything. I think I found them on my first playthrough, but it's not nearly as daunting as something like collecting every single Korok seed, every 1,000 of them. I'm still working on Breath of the Wild too. There's a random chest here. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm still working on 100% Breath of the Wild as well. Where's that well? Somewhere around here. All shrines, all seeds, all sword upgrades. I think the hardest thing for me in my Breath of the Wild 100% was doing clothing upgrades. Okay, we will come up here and do these 2. There's another one like over here. We'll come do these 2 and then we'll go down to the wetlands. Once the Master Sword is fully upgraded, it does 80 damage on base near Malice, 100%. I think 100. I think. I don't know all the damage and stuff like that. All I know is that it says a number, and that's the number I follow. After you fully upgraded the Master Sword, I think it's 90. I think you can upgrade it in this game. The Master Sword? Not that I remember. What's up, Mike? I doubt it's this year, but my most anticipated game is Elder Scrolls 6, so that's my hopes, hearing at least something about it. Yes, I've seen someone do it on YouTube. It might have been a glitch. I don't think you can, like, vanilla. At least I don't remember anything that you could do with it. Elder Scrolls 6 would be nice. I haven't played any of the Elder Scrolls games. Not gonna lie. I thought Elder Scrolls 6 was online. Upgrading by fusing, but there's no Trial of the Sword like Breath of the Wild. That, yeah, like nothing that would permanently upgrade it. Yeah, it was probably a glitch. You can do stuff like zuggling and stuff like that. Hey, there's a well. Yeah, you can do pretty much anything. Okay, if we come down here, it says that there are a bunch. So there's one here. There are two here. I have one of them. The other one is like here. And then there's one over here. And then we'll get into the wetlands. Time for water. Be sure to hydrate, guys. Okay, there should be one over here. Gonna teleport again to maybe lose the thunder. Probably not though. Hey, everyone on TikTok, be sure to follow. Be sure to like. Smash that like button. Nope, didn't get rid of it. All right. We'll head over here then. See, I'm still trying to 100% Elder Scrolls 5. Again, I've never played any Elder Scrolls games. Let's go over here. And there should be a thing across the bridge. Actually, I already see it. Okay, let's come back over here. You should give it a try. Maybe. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I'm gonna go through and do all the like mainline 2D Pokemon games. Not all of them, but like play one of every single mainline game. So like for example, Ruby and Sapphire, I'll play one of those. Trying to get all side quests. And none infinite ones. Infante ones. Okay. Hold on. Before we do the wetlands, there's just one more thing over here. Hey, what's up, Jack? Welcome in. Jack is number 2. Let's see how many XP Jack has. Jack has 25. So number 2 is 125 away from where you're at, Shadow. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Okay, you got the well. Oh, there's one more in Kakariko. It's like here. I might do an Ocarina of Time rando or maybe a Wind Waker one today. If I have time, I'll come check it out. I really, really would like to do Ocarina of Time rando. Okay, we got that well. Now we have 4 up here. All right, Mike, take care, man. Have a good night. I liked Phantom Menace and Return of the Jedi. Is the first 3 Star Wars movies also one of your favorite movie trilogies? I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie trilogy. I like Lord of the Rings better. Um, I like Back to the Future better. I like. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't even say so because what has happened to the Star Wars franchise has kind of ruined it. It's given it a bad taste in my mouth, you know. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but Star Wars is better than Back to the Future. Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that what has happened to it has ruined it for me. So it doesn't matter how good they are, knowing what it becomes just ruins it for me. Alright, let's head down this way. Back to the Future is good for me, but Back to the Future 2, that mostly hold it down. Well, I mean, you could say the same thing, like, you know, Return of the Jedi kind of has its flaws too. What about the Harold and Kumar trilogy? I love the Harold and Kumar movies. I think those are some of the funniest movies in existence. I haven't watched Godfather. Yeah, White Castle's good. Guantanamo Bay was hilarious. The dude that was like chasing them down was like super racist and it was so funny. I mean, racism's not funny, but the guy was funny. The situations was funny. I've only watched one American Pie. I can't remember which one it is. Band camp. Yeah. This one time at band camp. Okay, and then there's one up here. I think I might come from here. The Dude was a good movie. What about Ferris Bueller? Ferris Bueller's Day Off is funny. What about Wayne's World? I'm not sure what you mean by The Dude. Honestly, I don't really know a whole bunch of stuff Lewis Pullman's in. I know he's in Thunderbolts. No, I don't like the Fast franchise. I think it's dumb. I think those are some of the dumbest movies. I think the only one that is like worthy of being like considered is maybe Tokyo Drift, because I feel like that one was unique enough that it was like but I think they overdid it. I honestly haven't watched the first two Fast and Furious. I did watch Tokyo Drift and Fast 5 and another one. I don't remember. They're all the same thing. Honestly, Tokyo Drift was the best one. Oh, there it is. I was like, there's no well here. Okay, let's go check with the lady and see if we got all of them. Still haven't watched the Thunderbolts. Waiting for it to come to Disney Plus. I did finish Ironheart last night, and that was really good. I don't care what anyone says about that show. It was good. It was worlds better than something like She-Hulk or like I can't even remember. Like Echo. Haven't watched anything Star Wars for years and years. Like I said, the bad taste in my mouth. Ahsoka. I've heard all the shows are really good, but Secret Invasion was so bad too. It had a good premise. I mean, the story of Secret Invasion is really good, but they butchered it. So this should be all of them. Let's go. So we got all 58 well locations. Okay, so next we can work on getting... I think we have 2 more chasm locations, which is... Oh, I can't get those yet. We can work on the horse god and the fairy fountains. The first fairy fountain is like, I don't remember. It's like over here. Right? Falcon and Winter Soldier's not bad. It's okay. I still think Loki's the best. I think Moon Knight's probably second for me. WandaVision's third. And then I might put Ironheart above Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, I like Bucky and Falcon's, banter. But it was kind of boring for me. At least with Ironheart, there was like magic and tech and stuff like that. It was really cool. I didn't mind Sam as Captain America. I didn't have any problems with him. I just feel like with the new movie, that Harrison Ford kind of ruined it. And especially the fact that they they showed Red Hulk in the trailers. Shouldn't have been the case. After Winter Soldier, I stopped watching. Oh, you're missing so much, though. Loki's one of the best shows ever created. Okay, it's over here, right? Isn't it this right here? You talk to these people here. Yeah, you talk to these people here. Oh, where is he? I thought this was the first one. Amazing World of Flapjack was a good TV show. Honestly, the best TV show is BoJack Horseman. The Rings of Power. I didn't mind season 1. I haven't watched season 2 yet. But like I said before, nothing can be good anymore. Everything is being ruined by something. Family Guy is the worst. Family Guy is absolutely the worst TV show. Season 2 is better. Actually, season 2 is better. Yeah, there's the ferry right there. I don't even remember everything. I just remember Galadriel. That's all I remember. Nope, American Dad is just as bad. Family Guy and American Dad are terrible. There's no originality in it. It's just gag scenes. It's not even about the dark humor. It's just gag scenes. Oh, that's like this one time I did this one thing. And then it's like 2 minutes of cutscene. Cut to flashback. No, Cleveland show failed. The best show is BoJack Horseman. If you wanted to argue something else, maybe South Park. Also, 10 people watching, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. You should watch BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman is the best. And it's only 6 seasons. South Park games are funny. Yeah. The worst Christmas movie is Elf. No, I love Elf. I also like Christmas Vacation. But I hate Chevy Chase. Okay, I was gonna do these, but I don't know how to get the thing activated, so I guess we'll work on shrines. You despise Elf. Oh my gosh. Too mature humor for me. What do you mean mature humor? If you're watching Family Guy, Family Guy's mature humor too. The jokes I didn't understand. Okay, you gotta watch BoJack Horseman through the entire first season. The first couple episodes, they're trying to kind of mimic, popular animated TV sitcoms. After that, they go in their own direction. I've only played Stick of Truth. I played a little bit of Fractured Butthole, but I can't make up my opinion yet. But I love Stick of Truth. It's so good and inappropriate. Yeah, you need to watch at least until I think episode 6. Let me double check. There's a specific episode where it like turns and becomes its own thing. Episode 8. At episode 8 is when it becomes its own show. When it flips the script and is completely insane. I really want to play the South Park games on stream, but there's kids in chat and it's, family friendly channel. Alright, we'll do shrines, I guess. A lot of these are underground, though. That's the problem. I mean, if you can laugh at jokes from South Park and Family Guy, BoJack Horseman's no different as far as their jokes. A lot of it is jabs at like Hollywood culture. Yeah, but people like Zark, I don't think that his age thing is set to the right age. Okay, I don't know. We'll do Sky Islands. How good is the show Beavis and Butthead? Beavis and Butthead's, it's okay. It's a lot of dumb humor. Yeah, but if I'm playing a game that is a mature rated game, and there's a kid that I know is a certain age that's coming into my stream, then I can't do it. Let's go to this one. I think this is the closest one. And that's the problem. Is I want to do stuff like that, but my channel's a certain type of channel and I don't want to have to like restrict my audience. But I do like the South Park games. Okay, we're gonna go here. Actually, we can probably just go from here. Honestly, though, there was a point watching BoJack Horseman where I was like shocked. Like I was like unbelievable. And that's what makes it so good, is the shock value. At this point, I don't have enough people, so I don't really have an age group. Got a lot of kids in my chat. Yeah, if I'm watching, if I'm not watching, if I'm playing a game that is a mature rated game and I've got a kid that's 15, then that's on me. I don't even know why my mom lets me play South Park: The Stick of Truth or watch South Park. I mean, it's typical. I watched South Park when I was like 15. Okay, let me get a couple of these. That is a dispenser. So that should make 12 dispensers. South Park games are rated T for teen, at least one of them. I don't know if that's true. Construct head, nice. Rated T? I don't believe that. Okay, we got all of them. Oh, you want to know something dumb? Probably Snow Day, but that game probably sucks. Yeah, I heard it sucks. You know, it's dumb. So I was playing the Shadow Temple last night, and it's been 20 plus years since I played Ocarina of Time. And I was fighting the boss, Bungo Bungo, or whatever his name is. And for some reason, I forgot that you're supposed to do the Eye of Truth to be able to see where his eye is. Welcome back, Mai. So I was like, kept dying and kept getting hit and like not knowing how to defeat him. Like I shot the hands a billion times. How did I meet my wife? I'd rather not talk about it. It's kind of personal. South Park on N64 was T rated. That's probably because Nintendo was worried about putting too many mature games on their console. Like they had like Perfect Dark was rated M. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was T. Okay. You got a lot of work to do to catch up to Shadow. Movies and games, pretty much. Okay, hold on. Are you kidding me? It was like the angle was weird. I'm here more than him. There we go. I almost missed that one. I feel like Shang-Chi is a forgotten. I love Shang-Chi. I thought that was so good. did anybody watch Ironheart? Was Zelda M-rated? No, Zelda's never been M-rated. 7.5? No, I think it was more like an 8. Okay, and that should be another shrine, making it 101. Yeah, Zelda's never been M-rated. You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh my gosh. Why do they do this to me? Give me all your insides. Come on. There we go. What's this? Yeah, I'll just keep my club. Hang on, guys. Take that, buddy. I downloaded the Nintendo Switch app. I don't know. It gave your like exact hours. Not quite, but way better than the Switch version of showing hours. I always hated the Switch hours update thing. Like it takes like what it was at 9 days before it shows you your hours. That was always ridiculous to me. Like on PlayStation, if you play for like 10 minutes, it will tell you you've played for 10 minutes. I don't even know why I bought a Switch 2. That makes 101 shrines. At least it should. We'll see. Yeah, 101. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and do the dive challenge. I'll do it. Okay. 35 seconds. I think Jack left. Let's go. I don't even like the Switch very much. I don't know why I bought a Switch 2. You bought it for Zelda games. That's why you bought it. No. Okay, so we got the glide set. 3 of them. Does Jack play Zelda? Yes. Pretty sure. Jack, do you play Zelda? I don't want to answer for you. I thought you played Zelda. Yeah. So, anyway, did anyone watch Ironheart? I want to talk about it with somebody, but my wife hasn't watched it yet, and the internet hates it. Yeah, you watched it. I'm trying to let my dad let me get Nintendo Switch Online, but he doesn't know because he doesn't want me to talk to random strangers. You should. It's really good. The internet hates it, but I don't care what the internet says. He doesn't know if there are settings, so I can't talk to people. For Switch Online, you can't talk to people on Switch Online unless you do the chat voice thing. But you can only do that with your friends. You can't just chat with random strangers. Also, I'm freezing my butt off. But I need to know if I can get it so I can so I know if I should buy Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild upgrade packs. You can set parental controls. You can set parental controls. That is a thing. But apparently if you are in Mario Kart room, you can talk to them. Don't go into Mario Kart room. Yeah, just don't do voice chat. Yeah, I feel like Fortnite's way more sketchy than Mario Kart. More than defense. You don't have to do voice chat though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I cheesed a shrine with a wind bomb the other day. I do that all the time. I love it. Let me put it this way. If your parent or legal guardian put parental controls on your console, They can disable the voice chat. They can make it where only you can log in with the code they give. You and I have control over who you can have as friends, who you talk to, and what you do on the console. I think I have to drop this one. YouTube is the same thing as TikTok, just 2 weeks behind. I had 6 hours of YouTube yesterday. Okay, I think I gotta drop this now. I was annoyed at myself. Alright, we can dump our dumb shield. I don't think Tears of the Kingdom needs DLC. I think they needed to polish it better. I think DLC would have no benefit for Tears of the Kingdom. Like with Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild was a really polished game, and the DLC added to it. DLC for Tears of the Kingdom would at the most retract from it. That's not what I mean by polished. I mean that the fact that you go to 6 different dungeons and they have the exact same cutscene for every single one. There's so many things. The fact that you can basically ignore the entire surface by just using wings, essentially. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tears of the Kingdom is a good game, but it's not a perfect game by any means. And the fact that it's one of the most highly rated games this year is ridiculous. Because first of all, it's 2 years old, and second of all, it's not even like saying that this is better than something like Expedition 33 is nuts. Where'd the fairy go? Okay, I need something that I can hook onto this. Preferably like a log or something. I mean, this works. I never used Zonai devices because I don't care about them. I didn't know how they worked. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. But even like the depths are empty, you know. There's so many things that are could be better. Let's I liked the depths until I finished all the light routes. They added a solid like 15-ish hours to my playtime. Honestly, the only things that you need in the depths are auto build and the miner set. Is this a old map? It's a balloon. I don't need a balloon. Don't forget Master Koga. Master Koga doesn't offer anything new though. And all the sets that are in the depths are not new either. Really? There's really nothing beneficial to being on this island? The water's rising faster than I can climb. You're in 2 chats now? Nice. Welcome in, Rugrat. I think Crown is my favorite. Breath of Wild tune. NSN was my second. Rune? Um, no, bombs were. Bombs were better. Yeah, I know your shadow. Let's go. Is there... okay. Let's go here. I think we can go from here. Bombs were good, but I like Cryonis because it saved me so much in water rivers. Um, Bombs and stasis are probably the best. I think Cryonis was pretty useless for the most part. Have you ever wondered why dogs like to lick you? It's because they know that there are bones underneath your skin. No, it's because my hands smell like peanut butter. what's over here? I didn't care about stasis. I would like it better if it didn't use weapon durability. Thank you, Rugrat. I appreciate it for sending all those gifts. But I mean, everything uses weapon durability. Yeah, I think that we're gonna go ahead and steal this. I think that stasis is a really good ability. Where is this? Is it below me? It's gotta be below me, right? No, I don't think so. All wells are on ground level. I actually got all wells. Oh, it's like way out here. Alright, well, we will do... We'll put something here. Still 30 more or something. Yeah, we did it all in one stream. Relatively easy. Because you don't have to go into the well. You just have to get the name to pop up on your screen. And the little icon to show up. Yeah, caves are going to be rough. I intentionally did not put caves on this stream today because I'm dreading it. I can't see anything because of clouds. Alright, we'll just go all the way here. Yeah, fair. Oops. Okay. I do like this lower gravity thing. It's definitely helping. Is there something down here? Okay. I thought there was something there. No. I'm not doing Gerudo tomorrow. I'm putting that off as long as I can. I hate the Gerudo temple. Lake Soraya, Bloopy Burrow, and Lake Hylia Whirlpool Waves are three of the many hidden locations waiting to be discovered in the game. Temple of Time Ruins, Golden Horse. Okay. Just get it over and done with. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to.
Yup.
Oh, it's above me. Well, that sucks. Would you like it better without the Gibdo? I would like it better if there was not that mission where you have to protect Gerudo Town. Everything else is fine. I don't mind the dungeon. "681", that's a code for the door in the prologue. Nope, I did not like that mission. I'm so confused what you're talking about. Prologue. It was just unnecessary stress. South Park. Yep. Oops. I didn't mean to set fire to the island. There we go. That works. Found more cool stuff for you. Thank you.
Yup.
Did you see my question? I'm sorry, there was so much stuff being posted. If Tears of the Kingdom released and not Breath of the Wild, would Tears of the Kingdom be your favorite Zelda game? Probably not. Because Tears of the Kingdom isn't even my second favorite Zelda game. My second favorite Zelda game is probably Skyward Sword or Link's Awakening. It's not. It's just not my favorite. I think there's much better entries in the Zelda franchise. I need to play Link's Awakening. It's on 3DS. It's also on Switch. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not going over here anymore. That's so far away. You don't have to have Switch Online for Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is just a game. You can just buy it. A Link Between Worlds is on 3DS. Yes, A Link Between Worlds is on 3DS. I will eventually finish that game. That's on my list of things to do, like upload videos for. Oh my gosh, trees. Trees. Yeah, A Link Between Worlds is on. Link Between Worlds is fun. Link's Awakening is the one that's on Switch. Oh my gosh, trees. Hey, trees, I have a fire weapon. Stay away from me. Oh no, 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 no. Take that. Hey, welcome in, Cappy. Link's Awakening DX is not on 3DS. It was advanced, yeah. It's A Link Between Worlds. And before Advance was Game Boy. Before Game Boy Advance was Game Boy Color. Before Game Boy Color was Game Boy Pocket. Before Game Boy Pocket was Game Boy OG. I have Link's Awakening. It was mid. No, you don't like Link's Awakening? I thought Link's Awakening was so good. Can't remember if it was color or regular. Also, it could be me misremembering the Majora's Mask video, but don't you stream your videos on Twitch? I stopped streaming on Twitch because I wasn't getting any like progress on there. It was just people that follow me here. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening 1993. It was Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was A Link to the Past. Now that I'm thinking of it, it was a 7 out of 10. What, Link's Awakening? I love Link's Awakening. It was so good. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this. Ouch. Did he hit me from all the way over there? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, punk. Or to the past, or Four Swords. Yeah, Four Swords. Yeah, but the one on, what were we talking about? Link's Awakening was on the Game Boy. Alright, let's do this. How do I not have anything here? Colorhead DX due to Dongon. I haven't finished Skyward Sword. It isn't as good as I thought it was, like 7.5 out of 10. Skyward Sword's amazing. You just gotta finish it. Yeah, it's not the strongest Zelda in the franchise, but it's still really good. Skyward Sword's pretty good. Yeah, Skyward Sword's good. Okay, hold on. Just imagine trying to explain the Zelda timeline to someone who barely understands the lore. I actually like the motion controls on the Wii Skyward Sword. I heard that Fi is just really annoying on the Wii version. I will finish Majora's Mask 2 eventually. Probably after I do Ocarina of Time. Almost done with Ocarina of Time, by the way. Oh yeah, I remember this one. We should play together like the same time, you know. We could advance the story together. I just beat the first two bosses of Dark Souls. Nice! Yeah, you think you'd want to do something like that, Mai? Yeah, we could try something like that. For Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. I know when you're on and you just have to trust that I'm on. A Majora's Mask. I deleted my previous save file by accident, but I made a new one today. But what if I do Majora's Mask on 3DS? Then you wouldn't know if I'm online. The 3DS version was better. Also, because my computer likes to have strokes for some reason, my stream is a bit off-timed. Just tell me, DM me in Discord. By the way, if you're on 3DS, it's the same account that you use on Nintendo Switch. It'll still appear that you're online. Not if I use emulators. I'm getting kind of frustrated because I don't have any souls. What? You could friend me on 3DS, but I don't have a 3DS. I just have an emulator. Believe me, I'd love to have a 3DS. What I was saying is if you had a 3DS console, same account. Yeah, well, I get that. Souls are money in Dark Souls. Isn't that just like typically a Souls-like thing? That souls are your currency? It's kind of like Hollow Knight, you know? You get like I don't know if they're souls, but the leftovers of whatever you're killing, and you can use that as currency. Shadow, I don't have my account hooked up to my Switch 2. My 3DS is secondhand, and I've never wiped the system. So the other person's stuff is on there too. Just wipe it. Honestly, I've had to look up guides for Ocarina of Time because it's been 20 years or something since I played it. There's a lot of stuff that they don't really tell you straight out. Okay. Give me that Zone Eye charge. Factory reset. I still have a Wii I need to get fixed. Get it to work somehow. But all my stuff is gone as well. I'll probably wipe it, but it doesn't matter, so I don't know if I will. People just swap SD cards in those DS, by the way. So my problem is that I don't have a hookup for my Wii. So that kind of, you know. And I've ordered one online. It ended up being not the right one. And at this point, I'm like, do I buy another one and, you know, risk it not working again? I also bought some really crappy Wiimotes that didn't even fit in. I don't even know why I bought them, because I know that there was a GameCube slot for the controllers. Just being dumb. Because games are big. That's why. I think my stream is on time now. Awesome, Cappy. I want to see everyone's XP right now. So, Shadow is 225, Jack is 150, and Cappy is 75. Nice, guys. No, not that one. The number one fans, top fans, whatever it's called. So, some of the people in chat have like a purple crown next to their name. And I don't know if you click on them, it will show their score. Yeah, so if you click on the purple crown, it will show the crowns. It will show the points that they have. They just been chatting more. Because you come and then you disappear. So like on Shadow's got one. By the way, you and Shella might want to plan a dinner with our brother and his wife. Why? Are they busy or what's going on? We always go out to dinner with them. Usually here till the end of stream, but you come late. They complain that you don't talk to them enough. Whatever. We literally talk to them all the time. Launch me. Alright, give me some... I don't know. It doesn't show your amount. It's top 3, I think. It's like really new because it just started popping up the other day. Old map, let's go. How do I get some? Chat. Yeah, there's no way for like it to show up on you unless you chat more. Says top fans in XP. What's the leaderboard? A place for your fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats, and super stickers. We don't have super chats yet. So, that's how it works. I always thought you get the chest by using recall and then grabbing it with Ultra Hand. Really? That's funny. No, they obviously have stuff there. I mean, you can do it however you want, but that's they. No, super stickers are like a payment. Like super chats. So anything of the super is like paid for stuff. And if we reach 500, I think 500 is when we can start doing super. We're getting pretty close to it, but we don't have it yet. But when you are here, you are chatting your butt off. That's true. If he had 500 subs and 1,000 watch hours, he could join member super chats or after that. Super chats are after that? No, I thought super chats were 500. Let me look really quick. Supers are for 500. Watch ads are after that. Super chats are you can pay to have your chat like highlighted and like out in front. You could do that, or you could do donations. Donations will have your chat read. Yeah, so hold on. We're going to do a little lesson really quick. So, supers are things that you pay for in YouTube that you can do to basically stand out among the chat. You could also do my donation, just typing tips or donation or donate into chat will bring up a link and you can send money that way, which I think $1 is the minimum, and then you can like have a message pop up and spoken out in chat. Yeah, so Point Crow does that. It's paid. You go onto his pay page, whatever it's called, and you pay. I think it's like $1 or 100 bits to have your message read aloud. So that's how you do it. So we're getting there. What did I just get? Oh, Tunic of Time. So is that 3? Yeah, I got 3 now. Also, I swear I remember there was gambling with points. There is still gambling with points. Watching Point Crow while in the park while murdering a family of 4. The family of 4 thing's so funny. And like when we were on the his live the other day, I kept calling him Crockpot because somebody in his Tears of the Kingdom stream kept calling him Crockpot. And then everybody was like changing the meaning of his name. So it's PC Point Crow. So they do different things like personal cell phone, different things like that. Professional chiropractor. I thought that was so funny. And I don't know if you watched that the video of that. There was for like probably 2 hours straight. There was just people talking about their cats and doing like, pss, 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 but it came out on the thing as PS 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 PS. I thought that was funny too. Probably because it's weak compared to the other two. That's what I think. I just think it's just weak compared to Guardians 1 and Guardians 3. You have 10 people watching? Yeah, it's because people like Zelda. And people don't like Pokemon because nobody came to the Pokemon stream earlier. But I'm still going to do Pokemon stuff. Hey, Frostboy, welcome in. It's been a while. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just kind of running around doing nonsense. Let's go and get some... Where is it? Get some energy cells. I was wondering what you were doing this whole time. Yeah, I'm just running around. It's a pretty good movie. It's okay. Like, it's not bad. But it's not to the level that James Gunn can do. I know what you could do. Gerudo. No. We're gonna put Gerudo off for a while. You hate gamble because you keep losing, except for you just won. I can finally get another freaking thing. Oh, so close to another one. So close. You see that? Give me 100,000. So I did a bad thing. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So I did a bad thing. I reset my Nintendo Switch and I forgot I don't have that email to that account anymore. So I'm going to have to buy Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom and Link's Awakening DX again. Dude, that sucks. I lost. Yeah, dude, that sucks. You could try to do the like forgotten password thing for your email. Large Zonite, let's go. Can you buy Zonite from the Poe brothers? I might have to buy some Zonite if I can. Let's go see if we can. Problems email was deleted months ago due to bot issues. Dude, that sucks. I see we got 8 likes. Let's see if we can make it 15 before the end of stream. Still so sad, but no matter, I'll find another. Here's a Poe for you. Oh, I got a dark clump. Dark hood? Oh, I need a dark hood. Shadow, that is truly the worst thing ever. How can I be a mod? Well, you gotta be here more than once every couple of months. Dang, I thought you could buy Zonite. I'm gonna try one more. Try this big boy over here. Well, I had stuff to do like schoolwork and some private things. Yeah, but I can't have my mod not showing up. You understand that, right? When are you gonna do Horizon? I'll do Horizon. I don't know. Yeah, Ashton stopped showing up to stream and he was causing a lot of trouble, so I had to let him go. I like watching you play Horizon. Hope it's on the Switch too. I don't think it will be on Switch too. It's a PlayStation exclusive. Do I need to go down more? Nope, I cannot buy Zonite. Dang, I was hoping I could. I know where to find Zonite though. Sadly, I quit Zelda. Why? 100% it and got bored. Play other Zelda games. Don't quit it altogether. Nothing there. All right. I hate these little froxes. These things are the worst. They're almost as bad as keys. And keys are absolutely the worst. Yeah, this is a good area to collect Zonite. You just basically run past everything. They do very little damage to you. Sorry guys, I'm not like focusing on chat for a second because I gotta collect this and not linger. Ouch. Alright, we got a couple more to go. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole tunnel. But this is a lot already. It's not like a ton, but you do this every once in a while. Okay, I think we're almost near the exit. Why are you cooked, Cappy? Alright. Now we can leave. Alright, let me catch up. Zonite, the best place is in the deep dark, obviously. The Moblins also have them too. Hold on, let me look at my book of magic words. Abracadabra. Look. Book of magic words. Avada Kedavra. How about this? Guess what country I live in? You can get 800. You get 3 tries. How much Zonite do you need? I just need more Zonite. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we can go up here. I was 5 seconds behind for so long. He was focused. Yeah. Gosh. Someone's slamming downstairs. Get producing. How did you lose so much rupees so fast? Why do so many people like adult Pura? I mean, she's better than child, but still. Alright, Shadow, take care, man. Have a good night. You didn't even try. I'm going to head stick of truth on all 4 classes. Let's try this one. Beat. And my level of rupees doing gamble all does like nothing to progress me. Southwest. I'd rather actually remember what happened last time. Didn't try. I guess. What should I get for dinner? mac and cheese with tuna. You try that? It's so good. Hey guys, come here, come here, come here. Let me tell you a story. Gonna clip that. They didn't want your story. Yeah, I guess not. There's probably not even a shrine here. There's a Korok. I don't want your Korok. Actually, we'll get the Korok. Where is this? Oh, duh, I'm so dumb. I forgot that I don't have Koroks on my map. So this is marked off. Belize? Belize? I always heard the Korok. Do you tickle your wife? What the heck kind of question is that? If I tickle my wife, it's none of your business. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me put on my Majora's Mask again. I don't know where I am. Oh, hey there. Am I supposed to shoot this with the fire arrow? And there's another one right here. Is there another one that I'm missing? Is this a bombable wall? probably what I'm missing. Okay, got a chest. I don't know. I don't know why the torches are important. I don't even think they are important. They're just there. There's got to be more than this room, though. It looks like I can access it from outside. Okay, that didn't really help me with anything. Okay. I was looking for the entrance to that shrine, but I couldn't find it. Where'd the extra 20 come from? Probably because he's been watching for a while. Okay, actually, I don't want it there. That's what I was wondering, and then thought, was Matt thought about it? Is it raining? Oh my gosh, it's raining. Hang on. Yeah, it's raining. Imagine no one told a new person about the point system, and then like 5 years later they checked their points and had like that's like in Futurama, if you know what Futurama is, he ends up in the future. Oh, it defaulted me out. He ends up in the future. He's like, when I had this bank account 1,000 years ago, I had like 43 cents, and he basically becomes a billionaire. It's a show by the people that did The Simpsons. It's about a kid that ends up in the future. I don't watch movies, I play them. It's a TV show. Is that better? TV shows are immensely better than movies for the most part. You can watch them without having to devote 3 hours of your life. You don't watch any TV shows or movies or anything? Shame. Nothing. Don't worry about it. That's so sad you don't watch any TV or movies or anything. I don't watch anything really. Occasionally watch How to Train Your Dragon and Hunger Games. That's pretty much it. Dude, you're missing out. At least watch some TV shows. Just don't care about them. Find a show to care about. How to Train Your Dragon and Hunger Games? That's so basic. Sorry, had to scratch my back. Every Saturday morning I watch a movie with my family, but I'm not really watching it. You know, I get like sitting down and watching a movie is kind of annoying, but at least like watch a TV show. Have a TV show that you binge. You know what I mean? Forward or backward. Well, I don't have a TV to watch on. My younger siblings. Do you have a phone or a tablet? I very rarely watch a Marvel superhero. Or superhero movie with my dad. You could watch something on your phone. Phones exist, you know. That's what I do sometimes. Or buy a TV. They're like $50 now. I don't have Netflix or anything, just YouTube. I guess you could say my YouTube is my movies and TV shows. My gosh. Why are you going over there, dude? Hang on. Where am I going to put that TV? I have no room. I share a bedroom with two other brothers. No, I can't get a monitor. That's so sad. When I have your streams. Fair. But even I don't sit and watch streams all day. I watch TV shows. Oh, how many shrines was that? I didn't see. We'll just teleport back. $104. Man, did I miss something? 104? Your streams are so much better. You're just trying to butter me up. That is the edge of the map. Let's not jump off the edge of the map. Maybe, but still, I don't really care for stuff on TV. And that's the bottom line. You don't care for it because you haven't watched it. You had like a Netflix account or like a Disney Plus account and just watch some stuff on there. I think you learn to like TV. Even if I had my TV, I'd just hook it up to the Switch 2 or buy PS5. Yeah, but you know what PS5 has? Switch doesn't have this, but PS5 has this. It has TV on it. You can download Netflix and Disney Plus and all sorts of stuff on it. Yeah, you can literally download the apps onto your PlayStation. Also, if you get the disc version of the PS5, the standard version, you can put Blu-rays into your PlayStation and play Blu-rays on your PlayStation 5. Just in case you didn't know that. Can't the Wii do Netflix? Like really, really crappy old Netflix. Sony is dominating. Well, I think Xbox you can do the same thing. I'm not positive on that. Nintendo's the only one you can't. Okay, we're gonna put a marker right here. Head that direction. I'm pretty sure like any device, like even like a Kindle, you can watch TV on. Nintendo's literally the only one you can't. Yeah, the Blu-ray thing you can't do on a Xbox. But you can watch TV on an Xbox. Yeah, you can literally just like download Netflix or something like that on a Kindle. But I do think PC rules the gaming market. You can't play any games like other than Nintendo. The problem with PC though is if you want a good experience when you're gaming, you have to spend thousands of dollars. Whereas if you buy a PlayStation 5, it's $600, $500, depending on the time. There's a huge difference. Yes, PC is nice, but PC is expensive. So they have Kindles that are really low frame rate, but they also have Kindles that are like a tablet, basically. But they're Kindle. They're meant for reading. I have a Kobo, which is similar to a Kindle. Yeah, I've got a Kindle. I'm reading Project Hail Mary right now. You reading any books right now, or you just have it? Not right now, right now. Like, in general, my book reading is Project Hail Mary. Okay, I don't know where this shrine is. I'm pretty sure it's in a cave. I just don't know where the cave is. Over here. No, it's not over there. Speaking of reading, I think I'm going to go read. So I'm going to end the stream here. Here. I'll have Link look at the camera. I'm going to go end the stream now. I was reading Hunger Games, but my loan on it expired, so I'm currently reading Hunger Games. Did you know that if you have like a Kindle or like a... Hold on, before I end. If you have a Kindle or something like that and you're loaning your titles out, you can turn off your internet access and the book will stay on your Kindle until you're done with it. And then when you're done, you can turn your internet back on and it will go back to the library. Just in case you wanted to know, just in case you have another book out that you're loaning out. Yeah. In case you didn't know. So, for the future, you can rent a couple books, turn off your internet access, and read those books as long as you want to. Yeah. Yeah. That's good, though. I'm glad you're reading, because reading is important. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for those 8 of you that are watching on YouTube. And I will see you in the next one. Tomorrow we'll play Horizon, because Mai requested it. All right. Bye, guys. Bye. 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 See you later. Have a good night. Bye.